Welcome back to my next episode. We are going a little bit more in depth into the midheaven. The midheaven is the highest point in your chart, and the sign that rules there gives you some insight on how you are perceived at work and by acquaintances. It can also give you insight into what you should do in your career. You can't figure it out exclusively by midheaven. There are many factors in the birth chart that will give you more insight on what you're supposed to do with your life, but this is one of those factors that you can consider. If you have a cardinal sign on your midheaven like Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn, you may be suited for a leadership role and you might be best at casting vision and then delegating those tasks to other people. You have a wide and vivid imagination, and you have an ability to focus on broad possibilities, but you may lack the follow through needed to accomplish these tasks. And that's where fixed midheavens come in. The fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. You may be suited for a job with consistency and reliability. These are the worker bees that are going to be able to take those cardinal people ideas and make it a reality because they're diligent, they're reliable, and they have the follow through that cardinal signs lack. But they may be resistant to change, and you might have your own way of doing things that you don't like having challenged or questioned. So, if there's a job that does need change and inconsistency, a mutable sign is going to be a better fit for one of those roles than a fixed sign. The mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. If you have one of these signs, you may be suited for a job with variation and change because you're adaptable and like to be challenged. You want to expand your knowledge and wear various tasks. I meant hats. You may be good at multitasking and find doing the same thing over and over again not stimulating enough and lose interest quickly. You need a job that feeds your mind and keeps you on your toes. So now we're going to get into the individual signs. If you have an Aries midheaven, it is cardinal fire and ruled by Mars. You may do well in leadership positions in a field you're passionate about where you can create ideas and delegate tasks. You may be suited for jobs that would be considered too high stress for most people. You may prefer to work alone or have a career in sports. I feel like Aries MCs have CEO energy. Taurus is fixed Earth and ruled by Venus. If you have a Taurus MC, you may prefer a job that is stable and consistent where you carry out other people's ideas to completion. You might choose a career where you are surrounded by beautiful aesthetics, and you may want a career where you can be at your own pace and not be micromanaged or rushed. A Gemini MC is mutable air and ruled by Mercury. You may want a job that is intellectually stimulating, involves teamwork, communication, and allows you to share your knowledge with others. You might enjoy investigation, mathematics, economics, or analytics. You may thrive in a position where you get to experience new things each day. Gemini MCs might be good teachers as well because they're good communicators. So maybe like even public speaking or something like that, content creation, influencing. I don't know if this is true, but the first person that comes to mind is Hank Green. He makes those educational videos. That's such a good example of a Gemini MC. Cancer MCs are cardinal water and ruled by the moon. Cancer MCs are suited for a career where they take on a nurturing role. You may want to invest in the lives of others as a caretaker. So, healthcare, realty, education, those are fields you may want to pursue. You may also be a stay at home parent or enjoy a career that involves homes or a family like atmosphere. I feel like Cancer MCs, no matter what field they go into, they're gonna wanna prefer a family-like atmosphere, so even if they work at a restaurant, they're gonna be the mom of the group, they're gonna take on a nurturing role to their employees. Also, the moon, changes signs very quickly, so they might like a lot of change and variation. Leo is fixed fire and ruled by the sun. Those with this MC may find themselves suited for a career in the spotlight where their creativity can shine. So, content creators, sales, acting, public speaking, tour guides, those are roles that come to my mind. Any job where you can put on a performance and entertain others. Virgo is mutable earth and ruled by Mercury, so service to others will play a huge part in a Virgo MC's career. Healthcare, personal training, analysis, or writing comes to my mind. If you are gifted to pay attention to details, nothing gets past you. As an earth sign, you are grounded and logical. As a mutable sign, you are adaptable and able to adjust to change. Virgo rules health and fitness. So, like I said, personal training or even nutrition might be a role you want to look into, or pets may be involved in your career. So, maybe you like to walk dogs and that's what you want your career to be like. That would be a Virgo MC thing to do. I can also see a Virgo MC being like an editor of a magazine, or maybe somebody who proofreads other people's books and makes sure their writing is good. Libra MCs are cardinal and ruled by Venus in their air signs, so you're able to initiate, take charge of a situation, and make it beautiful. Being Venus ruled, you may find yourself in the beauty industry because you're skilled at mediation and managing public opinions. Other options include advertising, public relations, and law. I can also see like event planners or like wedding coordinators. I feel like a Libra MC would be a great wedding coordinator because it's such a high stress situation where you have to manage people's opinions, manage their emotions, and get the job done and make it beautiful. So I feel like that is an awesome avenue for Libra MCs to take. Scorpio is fixed water ruled by Pluto. You may thrive in careers that are too dark and chaotic for most people. Forensic and detective work come to my mind. You are intuitive and not intimidated easily. You have a deep drive and passion that will fuel you through the ups and downs of a turbulent career. Spirituality and astrology may also be career options for you. This MC gives true crime vibes. I feel like they would be able to handle those situations really well. Sagittarius is mutable fire ruled by Jupiter. You may find yourself in a fast paced field with a lot of travel. New experiences are a must for you. Sales, cross cultural relations, teaching, journalism, writing, publishing may all be avenues for you to consider. Anything where you can bring joy, optimism, and expansion. Life coaching or mentorship might be a good fit as well. I have a friend who has a Sagittarius MC who is in nursing, and I feel like that is a good fit too because you don't know what you're getting into and you experience new things every day. Also, you meet a lot of new people. Capricorn MCs, they are cardinal earth and ruled by Saturn. They're consistent, diligent, and have high aspirations. Leadership is your ideal role. You aspire to higher levels of public admiration and take pride in your achievements. You want others to admire you and look up to you, so any career where you can pay your dues, work your way up, and achieve high levels of notoriety are a good fit for you. If you're a Capricorn MC, you may have an Aries rising, so I would I feel like this is the kind of people that might need to work on being nicer to people. That's just like a lot of drive and ambition for one person. Channel that Cancer I see. Aquarius is a fixed air sign ruled by Uranus, and they're here to rebel against the status quo and usher in a new way of doing things. Transforming society is a must. You want to impact humanity. Social media, technology, and humanitarianism may play a part in your career. You are always 10 steps ahead of everyone. You don't back down from a challenge, and you aren't afraid of receiving backlash for something you believe in. Lastly, Pisces MC are mutable and ruled by Neptune. So, Pisces might find themselves in a creative or spiritual field. Many musicians have this placement. You may find yourself on a career path that involves spiritual enlightenment. You may enjoy creating a fantasy world through storytelling, songwriting, or other forms of content creation. I can see someone who makes movies being a Pisces MC. Pisces, they have a tendency to want to live in a fantasy world instead of taking on what's actually happening in their life. So they might do that for themselves and want to do that for others. A lot of musicians are so spiritual and they make a lot of those songs that talk about really challenging things, and I feel like that's a Pisces MC thing. Like I said, there are many aspects to look at in the birth chart, as to figure out what career you should take, but an MC is a good place to start. So I hope you enjoyed that and have a great rest of your day.